Oh, shit. Step up, nasty,
Clam juice. That's all I
Yeah, anyway.
Shirtless abyss.
He's got the red, white, and blue running through his veins. TNA always evolved. The Jeff Hardy fitness app proudly presents TNAIW One Night Only Night 2.
I try not to. Man. What's going on, everybody? If you haven't watched us, because we took a little bit of a break here, here is the part 2 of TNA One Night Only. So the past one, if you didn't go watch it, it's a gem. More nonsense from here in the Treehouse with Lucha, Johnny, and myself. But point being, it was a casting of the personalities, I guess, right? The commentary team, the backstage interviewer, the announcers. I already said that, but in-ring announcer. There's one more. DOA. And then at the end, we started to get to the AEW roster poll, and then 4 hours later, and then another week later, we realized too much to talk on air. So what we did was put the matches together off air. There's going to be a shitty graphic that pops up. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be in order of the matches on the card, I hope. Or you guys can move it around. It doesn't matter. It's for fun. We're going to do that, and then there's a little fun and when we get to the call your shot. So let's start it, guys. Are you excited to do it? I'm marking out right now, to be honest.
Yeah, this card's going to be insane.
We returned to the Booker's meeting after a vacation. Scott gave us a vacation because he saw we were working hard.
Right. Tired.
I don't know how they do it, man.
Yeah, we put a lot into this. Now, the thing we had to put into, if you guys are watching and why? Okay, we're going to explain a little bit. We're not going to go into crazy detail. Try to enjoy it. We try to make it a mix of, this is one night only. This isn't what TNA in January 13th and on should do. This is, had TNA not come, what would be the one night only, where you integrate some of our talent that we have now, but also bring in some people to make it about it. So if you're like, well, why wouldn't you put and this one hurt me, like the Rascals on it? If we really wanted to. Should they face the Wolves? That would be cool. But it didn't make the cut, and we'll show it. Well, we'll show you why, but just try to enjoy is my point. We're with you. If you have a huffy moment, we're with you. All right. Let's get to the fun here. All right, match number 1. So we did 10 matches. This is you want to call it the what is it? Countdown.
Digital?
No, countdown.
Matches?
2 countdown matches and then an 8 match card, 10 altogether. But feel free to move them around. Number 1.
Uh-oh.
Wrong button. Fart noise. Match number 1. All right, it's a knockout tag team championship match. It is MK Ultra defending against the beautiful people of Madison and Angelina in harmony with Velvet and Cute Kip along for the ride. Right? We pulled in some favors. We're going to pull in some more. We try to be realistic, though, of a lot of things. This is today. This isn't a fantasy card of years prior. This is today and what's more realistic. And I think Cute Kip and Madison would come for it. Who's taking this? We're not going to give it. We're not going to switch any belts here, right?
No, I don't think so. Definitely.
Not in this case.
They're just there for the appearance.
All right, so I'm with you, though. MK Ultra takes this. We get a fun opener. I think we put it in the opening match, not because of the status or anything like that. It was just like, there's so much. You'll see it. There's a lot of multi-mans. There's a lot of crazy shit going on. I don't know if they could follow some of this shit. So someone's got to take it, and I didn't want them to take the hit of trying to follow some of this crap.
Plus, I mean, I can help sell it even further. Like, you want to start your show off on a high note, right? How many times have you heard the beautiful? How many times have you heard the Beautiful People's theme song, and there wasn't a pop? Like, you start off the show with.
Amen. Amen. Because
If
Johnny,
those pigeons are loose,
let the pigeons.
the show is.
Hey, a lot of
Good to
this
go.
is booked upon what would get pops. So you gotta remember that, especially when we get to the call your shot. There's some fluidity to all this, I think. All right, but match number 2 that's closing out the free countdown show is a Monsters Ball. We have Abyss with Father James Mitchell, of course. Abyss coming just to, NWA. Yeah, NWA, excuse me.
NWA.
Yeah.
Yeah, NWA, Snort the Line. And Jeff Hardy, PCO, and Rhino going at it. Who wins this?
Nobody. Because I can see it now. Stereo swantons from off the stage on both sides. Jeff Hardy on the Rhino on one side, PCO on the Abyss on the other side, off the stage through a table.
And no one recoups, like...
Nobody recoups. Like, we just TNA to death.
I mean, it's a way to, end us. That's how they would book it. It ends the countdown. You got to tune into the pay-per-view, right? Don West freaking out. That's kind of that moment, right? Insert hologram Don West.
That's when you get the Don West soundboard. You've got to be kidding me. He creamed him. He creamed him. He creamed him.
One day.
Yeah, I like the whole. We don't need a winner there.
I like that. I like that a lot. All right. It's going to look all like mush anyways, my N64 graphics, but deal with it. We're having a good time. And let's move on to the opener of TNA One Night Only. It's an Ultimate X. And we're bringing Frankie Kazarian. So keeping our Impact guys. We're borrowing Jay Lethal. We're bringing back Red. Oh, man. Oh, this is going to be a rough one. And then Suicide is going to be wrestling. Now, this is the only one where I'll say that we have a specific thing that needs to happen here. And it's Suicide and Frankie, without us noticing, don't intermix here at all. Right? They don't hit each other. They don't do anything. And at the end, Suicide helps Frankie win. And he takes it off. And it's Daniels. And we get a Bad Influence reunion. So that's the only callback. Well, in the future. Oh man,
that would be really good.
Okay, so that's how we open the show, right? There's a little TNA there. There's some love. Daniels doesn't have to do super much, because this is crazy. But Ultimate X has to start it, right? After a crazy Monsters Ball.
Yeah.
I'll take it a step further because I'm silly.
Okay.
Everything happens up until the unmasking, but when the mask comes off, it's fucking Curry Man. and they're like, oh shit, wrong mask. Sorry. Yeah.
I dig it. Meddling kids moment.
Yes.
Respect. All right. So, yeah, that would be a fun match, a fun way to start. It has a nice amount of nostalgia, people that won't be permanently back, but also some good, fun shit going on.
Good, silly TNA.
Good, silly TNA. And now we're going to continue that, because this one I have to give a little preface to, for the reason that it's an open challenge, but the guy's in the image. Here we thought, man, we had Monsters Ball, right? We had a great Knockouts Tag Team Championship match. Then we have a great Monsters Ball that doesn't have an ending. We go into a crazy Ultimate X, a reunion. You need something kind of fun, but maybe not trying to follow an Ultimate X. So when Moose throwing down an open challenge, and the only person that can accept that in a brawl, bounce moment is the alpha male Monty Brown. And who wins? I don't care. But it's a match that Moose shouldn't have put into the universe and not give us a receipt on. So,
you know, and as much as it's sad. Like, if you would have hit me with this any other day, I would have been like, hell yeah. But today ain't one of those days. Because I had a thought earlier.
All right.
It's like, and I will pose this question to the panel. Johnny. Well, no,
Yes?
Johnny, Jeff. Who are the top 2 celebrity tag teams in TNA history?
Man, if you're going to pitch me a Pac-Man Jones motherfucking thing again.
I'm going to pitch Team Pac-Man. Pac-Man and Ron Killing versus Moose and D'Angelo Williams. Pac-Man and D'Angelo Williams. They'll be the you can do it fucking mixed tag rules
Talented
where
dude?
wrestlers can only work with wrestlers and football players can only work football players.
Wait, so what's the match? I'm confused.
Team Pac-Man versus Moose and D'Angelo Williams.
Oh, duh. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were mixing 2, and then I was like, wait, okay. Ooh. I was just so offended that you...
I'm down.
All right, cool.
I'm glad that my vote got vetoed for Moose versus Monty Brown.
There you go. So let's tell the tale, guys. Here, what would we want next? We just had, I'm not going to go through them again, but we just had an open challenge. That's probably a brawl and a oh shit fun moment after we had a reunion. But this is different. This hit's different. It's a match. You get to wear that nostalgia, that moment off, but have a good ending. I'm guessing Monty picks up the win. Or do you want to? I don't know if you remember. This is a one night only. Well, there is some continuity stuff here from Impact people. So I don't know.
See, y'all booked the cards, so I feel like it's only fair if I can book the finish.
I mean, your Monsters Ball one was. So go for it.
All right, so boom, Monty whips Moose into the rope. He's about to go and hit the pounce, right? So he goes, hits the pounce, but Moose kind of like eats it and carries the momentum into the ropes for a spear. 1, 2, 3. Moose gets the dubski.
And you know what? Paycheck clears. It's a moment in the spotlight. I'm sure Monty's happy, right? It's a good moment. Get that pop still. Still a good moment, right? He wouldn't. Mm-hmm. I don't think he would protest that. Snooze. All right. I dig it. So after...
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Okay, so after Moose hits that and wins respectfully, I think that gets... Man, that's beautiful stuff. That's beautiful stuff. For those out there who still doubt the green medicine, look at that shit. Yeah. But let's see if the next match works. I don't even remember what it is, so let's... Maybe this is the one This is Lucha's match... King of the Mountain Tag Team Championship.
Hell yeah.
So the belts are on the line. ABC defending against America's Most Wanted, LAX, Motor City Machine Guns. And originally we had Triple X, but we wanted that suicide moment / Curry Man thing. But this is still a bunch of acronyms.
AMW, ABC, LAX, MCMG. Yeah.
MCMG out. Oh,
Ink,
man.
ink.
I forgot to mention that.
In KOTM for the TNA tag titles.
Hey, man. Ooh, it's the algorithm. Or the Matrix. Letters. All right. But either way, a fun time.
Hella A's.
People we have. People that's been back. LEX was the OGs. I don't know. I haven't seen them wrestle in a while. Maybe I think Homicide's still doing stuff, right? Yeah. But still, this also helps limit some stuff. Plus, it's a gimmick and it's fun. And it's bringing that back, and it gets a lot of damn cool entrances and people on the card. Right? Good.
Right.
Yeah. Cool.
ABC winning, retaining.
Yeah, it's predictable, but it makes sense, right? Or do you do something crazy and continue it?
A lot of these.
That's how Lucha.
Given the nature of the show, the results as far as title matches go aren't necessarily important. It's more about what happened here.
Fair.
Like, so ABC can win, and and you don't have to overcomplicate title matches too much.
Before you put the Lucha stamp on it, and I don't want to give you all the card away. But the world titles are not defended on this card. This is a standalone, right? So but continuity can continue. So if you had a choice, maybe just dropping this before you put that stamp, final booking on it. Would it be cool if one of these tag teams, not Motor City, but AMW or LAX, wins under these circumstances and carries on to the tapings?
If we're doing it that way, my winner was fucking AMW.
Oh, that's cool. I don't think that would be bad, man.
Yeah, because come on now.
But now here you go. I want you to book it, but put this in another droplet. Does that mean they turn heel? Because they are beating ABC, yeah?
Yeah, because
that'd be cool, man.
They're gonna get some help.
Who?
We're getting the band back together, baby. Planet Jarrett's in this motherfucker.
Gail Kim?
Yeah, with the guitar. She's gonna show up with a guitar to set up whatever Double J's doing later on in life in this show, if he has a spot.
All right, so we'll
take kind of preparing, right?
All she got to do is swing a guitar.
Table it. I am the table.
I am the table.
All right, but great match, man. This is going to be one, though, that is balls to the wall as well. So we've had a lot of that. So we wanted to put something that was a little pace setter. Yes, it is multi-man, but it gets us a lot of pops. It gets a lot of people in there. It's realistic. We didn't, of course we want to choose, LA Knight for everything and, Drew Galloway, bring him back and stuff, but we're trying to be realistic. But I hope it's fun for you guys because for you guys watching, Fourth Wall, but Lucha and Johnny as well, because I made a video. So what's going to happen here is the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. It's going to start with the first competitor. It'll last about 10 seconds or so we get to shoot the shit on it. And then it'll go to the next competitor. So it'll do this for all 20. Lucha, you booked the finish. But there's some things that we want to mention, Johnny, specifically, right? Like why we did certain things. Do you remember? You don't remember any of this?
I mean, it's because we just want to hear the themes. Or
There's certain references that we can make a point to. And if you forgot, hey, it might pop you as well.
The start of it, maybe.
A little bit, yeah. I changed a little up, so maybe you won't remember any of it. But either way, it's going to be a fun time. Hopefully it works. But here we go. Entrant number 1. All right. Gives Joe Hendry the moment to talk and say stuff and say, do you believe, and all that. Gives him his little moment. Do you believe in miracles? I think that makes sense. It's a nice little pop, and then there's a nice little reference there because they're both,
Wait, real.
Want to pause it?
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Who's number 3? EC3, but Lucha, yeah.
Genius. So here's how that whole thing goes, because we don't know who's in this coming into it. Correct.
We're rewinding it, right? You're talking not about EC3. We're talking about something prior, just so I'm on the same page.
Yeah, I'm talking about entrance period. Like, no, we don't know coming into the match, like, who's in.
So here's the way. Here's the one thing I will say. There are some parameters. We're going to say that number 1, we did know, like some kind of tie-in storyline. And number 19, we did know as well. So I'm just going to, a little impact on Access TV tie-in. But other than that, no, we know nothing.
Okay. So Joe Hendry's out doing his whole bid, and then he says, I believe he said he does his whole shit, and then he says, "I believe," and then before he can say in anything, theme hit, miracle.
Miracle.
The theme cuts him off, and then
The first lady of professional wrestling hits her cue.
yeah. Honestly, she doesn't even talk. She just comes out with Bennett, and then maybe they can have a little promo battle or whatever that leads to fisticuffs, or they just talk the whole damn time
on the way
and
to the
then
ring.
yeah, but in the whole time frame between when Bennett comes out and when EC3 comes out.
So they never fight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because look at who you're starting the gauntlet with. 3 of the best talkers.
Okay.
We don't really give a fuck about them fighting. So we can burn through the first 3 or however many just because they.
I'm gonna tell you something. Let's drop a little foresight without trying to give it away. One, I love what you're putting down because I think you're gonna extend it all the way to the next person. So I'm talking about EC3. So I think maybe if you want to keep that talking thing going, I think it works for all 3. But the one thing I do have is Maria's got to say her line. I want her to say we need the full entrance. Love what you're cooking, because when EC3 comes out, EC3 kind of has something to say about Joe Hendry's arm waving gimmick. He could be saying, I had that thing before, it was cool, just like MGF. I had my gimmick before MGF or whatever. Ooh.
Yeah.
Whatever. Maybe not that. That was just me being. But anyways, yes, he has something to. Right?
I dig it.
Okay.
I dig it.
Yeah.
So let me press play because that's what I was trying to get to. Was it makes sense when there's 3 talkers that number 4 will come out and be more. No, stop talking. Let's kick some. Let's do some shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
She just comes out and just punches everybody in the face. And
Yep.
now Jordan comes in and
beat the clock. There you go.
Jordan comes in and she's looking around at everybody in the ring. She doesn't have a microphone, but everyone's still talking. And then she's just like, somebody hit somebody, and then bam, and then
she's in the middle of
then the violence starts.
Dig it.
All right.
By the way, this is going to be much longer than the video I made, but without trying, the video was 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Nice.
Deadass. So number 5 is Bully Ray, another former Call Your Shot winner.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk, hit his ass kind of moment. Number 6. It's the real return of the king, because he's
no eliminations yet.
Oh, okay, I like it. Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't even think about eliminations. I couldn't do it. Crazy Steve is next. So sticking with people that's familiar. We've been here.
Back
Rosemary,
back.
so Crazy Steve, Rosemary, get a little decay stuff. Now I want you to start thinking about the pops here because it's gonna be fun. So Crazy Steve came out, Rosemary came out. Abyss already had his match, so who could it be? Mister. Dun, 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 dun. Like I just think that would be such a what you're not expecting Anderson.
Still no elimination.
I'll keep them all. Yep. So more pops. No elimination.
Shark Boy is the one who eliminates Kenny King.
There you go.
Wow, okay.
Bam. ODB is number 11. Number 12 is going to be.
Pause.
Fair.
Pause. All right, so by this point, Jordan Grace has eliminated. Jordan Grace herself has eliminated everybody but Joe Hendry, EC3. Who did I skip?
Bennett. So you got rid of Bennett.
Bennett's gone.
Yeah, Bennett's gone. Bully's still in there.
Bully's kicking it, yeah.
Shark Boy's in there.
Shark Boy's in there. Hendry's in there.
Kenny's already been
Everybody
gone.
Everybody else is gone.
So Kenny and Bennett.
Rosemary, Steve.
Gone?
Gone.
Okay, so there's 4, do the math at home, eliminations. But we still have a good crop in there. It was hard for me to eliminate, but you picked a lot of people that were impact. So that works. But I think it would be cool for Steve and then the return of Rosemary, because she's not Rosemary. She's right now Courtney Rush. But let's continue. Yeah, pop after pop here. Now we're hitting Pope, which is,
the Pope pop.
Pope pop.
Pope is pimping.
4 up for him. Travesty. 13 is Austin Aries.
Oh, man.
Another travesty. He's not given the love he deserves.
Jordan Grace has been eliminated.
He eliminates her. Yes. Austin Aries, man. I hope he gets I don't know. Does he still wrestle?
I don't know.
But I was there for that Bound for Glory, man. I knew it was a work as soon as I watched, in person. But when you watch at home that documentary where like Moose and Killer Cross obviously weren't told, and he's there, Scott's like, oh, I don't know what happened. He's just Austin being Austin. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. In person, it looked intentional too. But anyways, so I wish Austin would get a pop here. I think he would. It'd be cool to have him back, and maybe in real world. Keep it going. All right. Raven.
Oh, shit.
Nice Raven pop.
Yes.
What the hell? Hall of Famer, right?
It's not going to last too long, but long enough to do Raven things.
Right. Hardcore country.
Shame.
Have a little gathering reunion.
So that means number 16
No.
has to be.
No. Dun, 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 dun. Went a different route there. Want someone who's going to...
You did. You
So
swerved the hell out of me. I might have to save Jordan's elimination so her and Kong can match up.
That I forgot about, because that moment we were thought about it, like, call your shot, Jordan's won it. What would be obviously there's a motive. There's going to be some kind of whatever that takes place the next taping or whatever. But if she's started early and has a long run and she makes it all the way to the end and then Kong messes her day up, I like that.
I feel like Raven would have done some damage. He didn't eliminate anybody, but he did things. But Bully eliminates Raven.
Ooh, I like that. Right, I like that. Means something. Like there's that connection. Also, it's Bully heel shit, so that works.
Yeah,
dumping it off.
And Bully is eventually eliminated by Kong.
I like that as well.
Oh yeah, face off.
So we had Hendry Bennett. Hendry's in. EC3 is gone, or is there. Jordan's gone. Bully was eliminated by Kong. King was eliminated. Rosemary and Steve were gone. Anderson's still there. Shark Boy, ODB, Pope, Aries. So we still have a long list of people there. All right, but
it's about to get cleared because the clearer is here.
Is that Kong?
Yeah.
I like that. So who's gone at this point then? On top of that, we eliminate one, or is Kong doing all the eliminating? We're keeping Hendry.
Kong's got to take out like 4 people.
Okay. Thinking Anderson, ODB,
yeah.
Shark Boy,
yeah,
and then Bully Ray we already talked about. All right, so that leaves Hendry, EC3, Pope, Aries, Mickey, and Kong, and then now so that's the 5, I believe. Math. And
we are at number 17.
And we are number 17. And it's Eddie Edwards. So we're gaining. I don't think we need to eliminate here, right? We just kind of did all that.
Yeah, we can chill.
Okay. Number 18 is only under one circumstance. Yeah. He's broken.
Oh.
So he's broken. Matt is number 18. So Matt, Eddie, Kong, Mickey, Aries, Pope, EC3, and Hendry. Number 9.
Hendry's done. Hendry's done.
Well, here
He's done good.
I'm gonna give you this tidbit. Number 19. I'll play that first because this person won the opportunity on Impact prior. He couldn't get 20, but he got 19. It's Steve Macklin. So Steve Macklin's gonna get a chance here and cross the line. So
Okay.
Macklin's probably an eliminator for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's taken out Hendry.
Okay.
He's taken out EC3.
Trouble.
He's the one who takes out Kong in a scaringly decisive manner.
I'm not mad at it. So that would leave Eddie, Mickey, Aries, and Pope. I mean, with Macklin. I mean,
Nice.
that's
Okay.
fun. I would have kept EC3 for this next part. But number 20 is going to finish it off here. To join Macklin, Broken Matt, Eddie, Mickey, Aries, and Pope. He was Kurt Angle. Gimmicks. So I would like Angle to get some elimination. So that's why I thought EC3 would be good because EC3 beat him for the belt. But we could finagle.
I'll put Angle in my final four.
Okay, so we already eliminated. So maybe he eliminates EC3 there.
Yeah.
That leaves Macklin, Angle, Eddie, Mickey, Aries, and Pope. Is Angle going on tear? Is it EC3? Then it's somebody. Or where are we at? Booker hats.
I think it'll be easier to give you my
Booker
final
hats.
four. I think that might be easier for my brain.
Final four?
Yeah.
Okay. So lay it on me. Who are the two we eliminate? I think it's two. Pope, Aries, Raven. Or no, excuse me. Pope, Aries, Mickey. Eddie, Matt, Macklin, and it's Angle. And Angle's going to eliminate. Oh, so Angle eliminates Matt Hardy as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't you say Aries was in here?
Aries and Pope. And Mickey.
Yeah, Aries has got a jib too.
Okay, so Angle comes in and takes out EC3, Matt Hardy, and Austin Aries. So, excuse me, there was a 7, now we're down to 5. That's the final 5. Who can who wins this? Why don't we just say that? Who wins this? Because you want it to carry over. It's going to mean something. At least there's going to be a trophy or something they want to, talk about that they can defend or they get a shot, if it is a call your shot.
Well, because I'm like, okay, Kurt eliminates Aries. Aries pulls some Austin shit from the Royal Rumble and then gets back in and eliminates Kurt.
I like that. I like it a lot.
But it's not as instant because, like I said, Kurt's final four.
There's no payoff to that, though, right? Except
I mean,
Aries. Aries talks about it the next. He could come back. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that. The call your shot winner is Eddie. Won it before.
Eddie's won it. Yeah.
Mickey has not, so she'd be the second knockout to win it. Macklin got number 19, and would it carry over if he won and he's not a TNA guy, so his storyline could be like, screw TNA, especially just when they announced it, he was the only dude that was just sitting there, not celebrating.
Macklin wins it, which leads to not a character change, but a character development. It's a call your shot. So Macklin turns into the sniper.
Gunner.
Not like his. That's not like his moniker or whatever, but that's basically like his,
the vibe.
Yeah, he just becomes a sniper.
Okay.
Even though I don't think he was one, but he just.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think he, like I always say, I think he's right now he's the ringmaster before Stone Cold, so I think he could have that vibe. I'm cool with Macklin winning. He could be talking shit about going into TNA's home and whatever. Granted, now we're gonna be TNA, but back then, in this fantasy world / reality, so he eliminates Mickey, Pope, and Eddie to win. Maybe it'd be cool if Mickey eliminated someone, right? Maybe she gets over on Eddie, leads to Mickey and Lish. Macklin eliminates Mickey, which could lead to Mickey Deanna continuing, maybe something like that. I don't fucking.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, there's most definitely Macklin and Mickey is the final two.
Can you? I like that. But do you know who I would have booked to win?
Who?
All right, no, is it 4 down? No, that's Virginia. That's 4 up, or 2 down, 2 up, 2 down. It's just 4 up. Pope is
You
pimp.
would have went with the Pope.
Yeah, the Pope would have won. Carry it over, have him on TV a little bit with Aries too. Him and Aries could have had something like, "Hey, you disrespected Angle." Yeah, I don't know. Worth it. Just to have Pope on TV again. All right, so that was fun. Let's continue the show. Next up, because now let's go with a banger. It's Mike Bailey versus Low Key,
Oh, man.
Let's just have two guys who are going to kick each other's face in.
This is going to be a Tekken fight.
It's going to be and I think that's why we like it. I think it would be a banger. We debated Joe as well, right? Behind the curtain here.
Mm-hmm. Bailey and Joe.
Picking up Joe, but you'll see we use him as well. Kind of the same reason we don't want Team Pac-Man. But we have Joe and both Ron the Truth Killings in a champions 3-on-3 matchup here, 6-man tag. So you got Christian Cage, Sting, and R-Truth versus Jeff Jarrett, EY, and Samoa Joe. So a little fun. Impact known for having multi-man matches, but each being a former world champion, kind of a cool tie-in. Couple favors, multiple favors, but
that's
5
perfect.
favors.
Only thing I can argue is order, and I feel like Gail Kim's match should happen before this match.
Ooh, you remember that, Johnny?
I do remember that.
Johnny said the same thing, but I thought it was disrespectful.
Just for the ultimate, because we're getting at least with my booking, we're doing the slow build of Planet Jarrett. Basically, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's fair point. It wasn't like that. I know it's not out of disrespect, but it was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Both our main events, we wanted a knockouts main event, and then we wanted to. Plus, we really had knockouts, show off on the Call Your Shot, but other than that, it was the opening match. So we were just trying to.
I feel like giving Mickey final, one of the final two. And I want to say makes up for.
I know what you mean, though.
Not giving the women the main, but
Okay, that's fair. Now, the reason we also did this was because you had the Call Your Shot, which is entrant, great entrant, music popping. Then you slow it down, well, not slow it down, but you have, two guys going at it in a banger. And now we could have the former champions that maybe all need just a few minutes in the ring each in some of the cases. But the name value, the entrance, like the excitement of this and seeing them all together is just kind of like when it was Mick Foley versus Sting for that world championship. Just a really cool aesthetic. Anywho, maybe we'll talk about that later. But your thoughts? Who wins this? How's it go down, Lucha?
Samoa Joe gets turned on.
Oh yeah.
Again?
By Jeff.
Hey
Jarrett.
now. Whoa.
Yeah.
Guys,
Slap nuts.
calm down, Joe.
Well, yeah. Joe gets turned on, causing Sting, Truth, and Christian to get the dub. But then after Joe's to Eric Young, because Eric Young, showtimes it, does some stupid shit.
Oh, because you're booking Planet Jarrett.
Yeah, so how it comes off is EY being Showtime did some Showtime shit, and that cost Joe to lose the match. And then Joe's like, yo, what the fuck? And then boom, tap on shoulder, turn around, El Kabong, Jeff Jarrett cracks Joe over the head with the guitar. Then EY stomps him out, and then we got another piece of Planet Jarrett.
Cool. I like it.
So we got
To
AMW,
continue
EY, and Jeff Jarrett and Gale.
But Sting and them are the faces, but it was just they took the win because right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm for it.
Because Joe, even though Joe's on the heel team, it's fucking Joe.
Right. He's a tweener. It depends on the day of the week, right?
Joe was carrying around AJ Styles or Christopher Daniels' blood on a towel for a few weeks, and we're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Who kidnapped Joe? All right. This is the match that we obviously were alluding to. Our Knockouts main event was Gail Kim versus Deonna Purrazzo, which would be, just great for Gail to come out for one last match. A joy for all of us. And then I'm going to do this one quickly. I think this is a pretty straight up. It's just going to be a great match. Obviously, it makes sense of why it should happen. Could happen now, and it should, if it was possible. But we're gonna go. Oh, you're gonna go Gail here, because of right?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, Johnny, would you have?
I don't think so.
Even if
unless
I wasn't booking
shenanigans.
Planet Jarrett, I would still go Gale, honestly.
Even if you weren't booking, and Deanna's staying with the company, she's not leaving. If
that played zero factor.
Oh, okay. So you just meant straight up Gale. I'm not angry.
I went Gale because, like I've said in the past, the Deonna and Trinity match with Gale as referee was oddly similar to Taya versus Tessa with Gale as referee. Everything went the same, so I think we will play that back. But this time around, instead of Gale take the L, since we're recycling the story, we got to do it different. So Gale would get the win here.
Okay, I like that. Little different flavor to it. And then we're going to end...
Especially with there being Planet Jarrett shenanigans.
Yeah.
It's not like Deonna got sunned, basically.
Right, it could be a stunner, but there's more to it. Then we have our main event, which is we're pulling in our biggest favor. And I don't know who has to win this. Maybe we'll leave it up to you guys since we're long on time on this one. But the main event has to be... It's got to be AJ Styles versus Josh Alexander. Battle of two generations of TNA. And just something I could see happening for a one-shot. I would have I don't know, would Josh get the win? Not by our choice, but would it, in reality, if this were to go down, if TNA One Night Only happened,
Yeah, because I could see that happening, and it all makes sense. Because what does AJ need the dub for in this day and age? If we're doing it based off of where we are now,
yeah, we are. Yeah.
Respectfully, what does AJ need the win for? There's no belt on the line.
Okay. Well, John, you want to add to that?
No, I totally agree. I mean, this phase of the career, he's,
With that being said, if I have control over the finish in this match, Josh Alexander wins. You want to know why? Because the puzzle is all put together.
Josh is
Team Canada, which is also a part of Planet Jarrett, which means Josh Alexander turns and joins Planet Jarrett.
All right. Well,
every damn match.
Every damn match is Planet Jarrett.
The most overbooked tribute to TNA. I don't know, man. I dig this. What do you guys think? Let us know. I know there's a lot of people we left off, but we try to keep a good balance of some of our people from now while taking care of the world champs. Well, I guess Alex Shelley took a L in here, but Trinity obviously not part, but more TNA people, right? I like the card. I don't know. Would you guys differ? Let us know. Lucha Johnny, your thoughts before we end this fun time.
Trying to figure out who Booker brain am I using? Whether it's Bischoff, it's a combination of Bischoff, Russo, and Jarrett.
This one here.
Yeah. And then it's like it's a double endorsement for Josh. Like, I mean, even though it was by shenanigans, Josh gets the win over AJ. So at the end of the day, it's like, the future of TNA is in your hands, kid. And then also with the Team Canada Planet Jarrett situation, it's the father of this whole shit also saying, this kid right here, Josh Alexander, is the guy.
Yeah, we're in 51 minutes. Stay tuned next week for 5 up, 5 down. World Champion Edition, where we have to... Oh, my mic just broke. I think that's a sign. It just fell. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.